Hello. So yeah, let me try this again. Live streaming. Kind of new at this. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I'll be trying out New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I played it before, but this is, like I said, just a test. Hopefully this one runs better than the last few tests I've tried. One, I'll be playing as Luigi because Luigi is the better brother. Sorry to all the Mario fans, but Luigi's my bro. So yeah, let's see. This goes. Yep, Luigi's okay. So let's do this first world. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the greatest player around. I do have my fun, but realistically, I'm just yeah, I'm average. But you know, you'll see. Not this guy. Much better. Don't need the mushroom. Could get that for points, but so yeah. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this series. You know, I do love my Mario. I do love the classic 2D platformers and stuff. But when it comes to just the whole New Super Mario Bros. Well, New Super Mario Bros. In general, it's like, the series has never been all that great. You know, it has its moments, I'm not gonna lie, but it's like too much of it is just, oh, here's this thing that you liked, but with new graphics that's honestly not even that great to look at. And that's my biggest issue when it comes to this series. Is there anything up here? No. But yeah, my thing has just generally always been like, this series is just too plain. Like the first one was actually fine, one on the DS, and I remember having a lot of you know, fun with that one. It's kind of nostalgic just thinking about it. But the problem with it is that it's like, oh boy, I already died in the first level. Yeah, I suck. But you know, the thing is, like I was saying, was that like the first one was kind of fun, but that was because it was such a long difference from, like, you know, when the last 2D Mario platformer came out to, you know, and I died again. I'm really that bad. But what I'm saying is, like, yeah, like there was a big time difference. Like, you know, it was over a decade. So it was like, okay, this is fine. And there was some new ideas to that. At least as far as I know, that was the one that introduced like the cliff kind of style and like the jungle, which was, you know, fairly new at the time. I got it. Yeah, I'm not bad. And the bosses were actually pretty unique too. Like I remember there was the Peter Piranha, and then there was like bigger bosses based on, you know, enemies that you would fight. So that was kind of cool in that regard. But a lot of stuff since has just been like the same thing. Like when it comes to like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, it was like, well, this is kind of charming just because, hey, it's the same game, but now you can play multiplayer, which is, you know, kind of novel. But beyond that, it was nothing too special. Um, then you got New Super Mario Bros. 2, which, you know, I get why a lot of people didn't like that one, and personally, I was okay with it, but it was mostly just forgettable. It was just a game where I'm like, yeah, I would not really play this on my own. That's why that was there. But yeah, like it was nothing really that I would go too crazy about, and it's like, that's the reason why, you know, this series, you know, has never really been all that great. It's just hey, look, the thing that you played once, but now with a fresh coding and a lot of the secret stuff, like you'll see right here, um, it's nothing special. Like it's you can easily find it, and sure, I don't want us secrets to be hard to find, but at the same time, there should be a little more effort into looking for the stuff without it just feeling like, okay, this is how you get to it. um yeah, it's just nothing really too crazy. um by the time this came out, like, even though there are some new ideas in here, most of it is just like, well, I've already played the other ones, and this is pretty much the same thing, and that ends up being the issue. Is just like this game just feels the same all the time, and it'd be nice if it felt different, but it doesn't. And it's not like it's even badly made. Like, realistically, yeah, it is a well-made game, but it's just like none of it is really all that special. And once you experience it, it's like, yeah, this is just the same game that I've played before. I don't know, it's just like, again, it's not bad, it's not even that it's not fun, it's just nothing special, and it just ends up feeling mediocre for it. Like, I don't know, I really would like to see more 2D Mario platformers, but I would like to see them put more effort into it. Like, New Super Mario Maker is, I mean, New Super Mario Maker, it's a Super Mario Maker, sorry. Like, that's a great game where you see a lot of people trying their heart out, and you would assume that with that, it's like, okay, here's an example of what we could do with a newer 2D Mario, which is in that game is like, you have the 3D world. I missed one points. Or did I miss? Yeah, I don't really care about the points, but yeah, like, you get like the new Super Mario, I mean the Super Mario 3D World style, and I'm like, yeah, this would be a great way to like expand it. Like, one, the graphics look a lot better in that than they do in these worlds where it looks more plain, even in high def. And it just got more wild ideas, and I'm like, yeah, you could try that. You try something where it's more like the Mario Odyssey style or something. I don't know. Like, I would like to see something like how the Donkey Kong Country games were, and I know they haven't really made one since Tropical Freeze, but I think with those they were much more creative than what this has been so far, where it actually gives you an idea of like, okay, here's this big story, here's this, like, like, there's a bunch of different mechanics, and it actually builds on its style throughout the levels, like in a more complex way than this, and it's just more pleasing to see aesthetically. And I'm like, yeah, I would like to see that actually utilized for this series. Like, I don't want to hate on it just because it is well made when it comes to like the physics, the way the characters play and everything, but I don't know, it'd just be nice to see that level of polish added into these games. I don't know, it's just, I don't even want to say that these are disappointments, they're just more or less just nothing special. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, I guess that I can't complain too much because it is fairly decent. I mean, unlike some other series, Mario series is normally very well done from you know, at least a practical technical level. Like, you know, it doesn't feel glitchy, it doesn't feel wrong. Like, you know, anything you do does feel proper to what you're doing, and it always feels like you're in control, which is not something you could say about every single series. um like, you know, as much as I don't like, for example, I love Sonic, um but those games are very buggy a lot of the time, and it doesn't help that a lot of those are kind of not great. Like, you know, I played Sonic Frontiers recently. I didn't finish it because I just got tired of it. It wasn't all that exciting, but at least in comparison to this, and oh god, I'm already struggling. Okay, come on. In comparison to this, it's like, you know, with Sonic Frontiers, like, you know, sometimes I don't feel like I'm in control of Sonic. And it's not just a speed thing, it's just like sometimes I don't feel like he actually reacts to what I'm doing. And what doesn't help it is that half the time, even if I am in control, um just it just gets too random, and it just feels repetitive, and I never really get that out of these games. Like, they are repetitive, but in the sense that, um you know, it's just in the sense that, well, I've played this game before. It's not like with that game where it's like, no, the objectives are pretty much the same every single time without much change. But yeah, it's just one of those things that's just kind of annoying. So I don't know. How am I doing, guys, so far? Is this looking pretty good? I don't know. I might do more streams. I'm just really just trying to. Oh boy, it should take click on that. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
See, I'm not great at this. But in any case, how are you guys feeling about the Mario movie? I know a lot of people are still not on the completely sure side of things. We're like, okay, elimination, whatnot. But putting aside that, I'm like, you know, at least this one actually has a new directors on it. I don't know. I'm actually kind of sold on it. You know, it has the Teen Titans Go people on it. A lot of it looks funny. I liked how the recent ad that they put out, where it's like the plumbing commercial, is like referencing the original show, and like that all has been winning me over. And I actually do like the voice cast that they got for it, for the most part. Like, I know some people are gonna say like, oh, they're celebrities, but I'm like, yeah, but a lot of these people do have experience voicing characters, so, you know, it all works. Like, you know, one of my favorites is Charlie Day as Luigi. Again, I just love great. I just love Luigi, and I don't know. So far, I'm like, yeah, this actually looks right. It's actually, you know, promising. I don't know. I can't really complain too much about what I've seen so far. If I can go back and get that property. Great. Guess I'll have to miss that out. Try this again. Probably risking a lot just doing this, but you know what? Why did he do that? Okay. Third time's the lucky charm. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I got this. Alright, let's do this. Alright, pipe, do your thing. See, it all worked out. You know, I got a coin. Got, you know, 77, 76, 75 seconds, but I'll get through this. You just wait and see. Best remix. Bada bada bada. Bada bada bada. Bada bada bada. Get the Koopa show. Yep. Got 30 seconds, so you know I probably should send it. Come on. 20. See if I get there. 11. Magical number. It's 1-1. Oh, classic jingle. So, you know, yeah. Classic. Thanks a million for your help. Here, take this. Mushroom. You know what's disappointing? They got that Super Nintendo World place, and one of the menu items isn't an actual mushroom. Like, come on. Like, I know that some of it is kind of druggish, and oh, look at what's going on. Castle. No, it's not Bowser's castle. Jack Black just took over the castle. I don't know, I know I shouldn't use it, but realistically, the mushroom's kind of useless. I mean, it's not, but it's good to start off a level with, you know, already powered up. Okay, so let's do this. Alright. Let's see if I can get this right. I'm trying to pay attention. Okay. But you know what? It's not too bad. Got a star, and that's really much better than mushroom. The star doesn't really last too long, at least from what I remember in this game. But you know, hey, you know, some invincibility is better than no invincibility, right? Let's see. Go fight Boom Boom. Wonder if Boom Boom's in the new movie. Yeah, like I was saying before, you know, it really would be nice if they changed up the style of these games like just a bit. It's like, even if, of course, there's only so many things that you can do with a theme, but like, you know, for example, you know, when it comes to like, you know, Mario Odyssey, you got like, okay, you know, yeah, you got your Water Kingdom, but it looks so different from like the water levels from like Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine, and that little stuff like that just help. Like, you know, there's like the lava world, and that one it's like the cooking world or whatever. So Mario 64 going with that one, they introduced the what do you call it, the clock world, and just doing different themes like that every now and then, even if they're not really much different, can help. Like, you know, like for example, one of my favorite games of all time, my favorite game actually, is Banjo Tooie, and the first world is, yeah, a grassy world, which is standard for so many video games, but unlike a lot of video games, it's like Mayan themed, so it's like, hey, that's kind of interesting, that's kind of new. I've never seen a Mayan themed world. Oh, got here. And it really would be so nice just to see that kind of creativity in here instead of just having like the same generic world. Like, imagine if it was like, yeah, we're gonna do a world based on this and this is how we'll do it. I don't know, it'd just be nice because like even with this game I remember like, okay, there's like a world that's called like layer cake desert or something like that, and you're thinking like, oh, so it's gonna be a world that's made up of sweets but inside of a desert, but no, it just looks like a dessert. It's just got a cookie name. That's really how this plays out half the time, and it's like, why? You know, it would be so much more fun if you actually embrace those little things. Like, oh look, here's a world that is made up of eating, and you're eating and whatever, you know. I don't know. Yeah, I see another thing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Shoot up like a rocket, and I missed it. Yes, but yeah, whatever. At this point, I'm really more concerned with just beating this game. Already a completionist either, if you look at it. I mean, I've completed certain things every now and then, but realistically, I'm just like, as long as I beat the game, I beat the game. That's more important than just doing a thing where I'm like, you know, trying to complete it without ever really considering whether or not I actually enjoy it. All right, let's fight Boom Boom. This should be an easy one. Boom Boom's always been one of the usual bosses, which as a result people hate, but I don't really mind. I mean, to my thing is like, look, I know that Mario has this very standard style, but I always like the idea of like, okay, here's here's a boss that's exciting. Like, even if it's predictable, as long as it's exciting, I always have my fun in that way. And just like that, I knocked out Boom Boom. Okay. A save.
Here we go.
Yoshi Hill. You know what that means. This is one of the ones where Yoshi's in. Which, I mean, I love the fact that they have Yoshi, but that's another thing that's an issue here. Is that if you have, when it comes to Yoshi, is like you can't keep him like you would in the old games on each world, with minor exceptions, of course. I don't know. It always felt like, you know, you do so much more with the character if you allowed him to, you know, do his own thing. Guys chasing me a lot. Okay, compound this. Right, where does this lead? Okay, of course. Let's eat all the plants, because I... Okay. You know what we need as well? A 3D Yoshi game. Like, actual Yoshi game, not just a Mario riding on Yoshi. That'd be kind of cool, I think, anyways. Okay,
Oh.
of course.
Oh.
I was considering on going all the way, but I'm feeling a little tired at the moment. And you know what? This is really more of a test, so I don't know if you guys enjoy it. Just let me know, and I'll continue it more. Um, in any case, thank you for watching. If you want to see more things from me, I do have a podcast over on Spotify and Podbean called "Can't Believe It's Not the Mouse." It's also on YouTube in a video form, so if you want to see that, go ahead and check it out. See you then.